Hi viewers, today we are going to discuss about one of the crucial topic in psychology, that is the social anxiety. Most of the people who are suffering with kind of social anxiety is not known that they have this kind of disease. This is actually not a disease or disorder. This is, if it is identified in the initial state, it can be said it can be self-treated. So the goal of this video is to note you whether you have the social anxiety in its initial state or extreme state. If you have the social anxiety in the extreme state only, it will be considered as a disorder, mental disorder. Then you need to sought a doctor's advice and get the proper counseling or medicine. But most of the people, without knowing that they have the social anxiety, they are losing lots of opportunities that comes from this society. So our main goal is to point out to you whether you have this kind of initial state of social anxiety. First of all, you just think yourself whether you avoid with being with others, whether you are being with others or not, whether you are avoiding to be with others or not. The important things whether you think to avoid. You think like that, if I am able to avoid this meeting, if I am able to avoid this trip, if I am able to avoid talking with this person, that would be better. If you have this kind of thinking pattern, so here we are addressing the thinking pattern. If you have this kind of thinking pattern, that means that you have the social anxiety in its initial state. So here we mean that whether you are actually participating, physically participating in a meeting, or physically you are moving with other people or not, that is not important. Even you can participate in the meeting or move with other people without your desire, without your consent, forcefully, because there is no other way. So that is, so you can't say whether you are participating or not participating in the meeting could help you to determine whether you have the social anxiety. But you have to see your feeling, whether you feel to avoid it. So whether if you always want to avoid, if you always feel to avoid the meeting and social gathering and talking with others, then you can definitely say you have the social anxiety in the initial states. Then we will, before discussing what is the solution for this, we will address what is the extreme level of the social anxiety. That is what, if you feel so nervous or phobia when you be with other people, if you totally avoid other people, if you totally avoid the meetings, if you totally avoid social gathering, and even though you are participating with a social gathering, when you are getting the nervousness, chilling, or when you are getting the feeling of the great avoidance, great escaping, that means you are suffering with the extreme level of social anxiety, then you need a psychiatric advice, psychiatric counseling, as well as the proper medicine to treat. That become the social anxiety disorder. So there are two levels, initial level and extreme level. So first of all, before addressing you can self-motivate yourself from if you are suffering with the initial level of the social anxiety. But if you have the extreme level, as we said, you need to sought a psychiatric advice. Okay, now let us discuss what are the causes for this. Before discussing the solution for this, what to do, how to deal this, so what would be the causes for this? So actually, before understanding the causes for the social anxiety, you must understand two psychological terms, that is introvert and extrovert. So people are born either introvert or extrovert. If you are an introvert, it is a born quality. So you will get the energy, you will feel energetic when if you are being alone, but there is no harm to be with others. That is the quality of the introvert. If you are an extrovert, you will feel you are getting the energy when you are being with other people, when you are acting as a group, not alone. But there is no problem being alone. So these qualities cannot be changed because they are coming with your birth. They are inborn qualities. But social anxiety is totally different from being an introvert or extrovert. An introvert can suffer with the social anxiety. Even an extrovert can suffer with the social anxiety. So social anxiety comes from our experience from our early childhood. Rather than saying it is a born quality, the social anxiety is created by the environment. When you are a young child, when you are schooling period, if you are mocked by others, if you have any disability or if you have any kind of shortcomings, other children may say for jokes something else about you. So your unconscious mind may program you are a person who is being neglected by others. This would be the primary cause for the social anxiety in the later period. The second one is your teenage period. Teenage means 13 years to 19 or 20 years. During this period, there are a lot of hormonal changes both in males and females. During this period, if you have the bitter experience as not cared by others, as mocked by others, then you will develop again the social anxiety. But without knowing you have the social anxiety, you will become as an adult person. After becoming the adult person and starting your life as normal, you will feel lot of barriers in your career as well as your personal life. That is because of the social anxiety. The social anxiety has already rooted. If you have this kind of bitter experience from your childhood or teenage, the social anxiety must be rooted already in the it may be in the initial state or extreme state. Without knowing it, you may feel yourself guilty, you may feel to avoid others, you may feel to avoid the meetings. By doing so, you may lose the success. So as a human being, we are a social animal. We have to live with this society. We have to get others help. We have to act as a group in order to get the success and happiness in our life. So we can't avoid the people. We can't avoid other people. So if you have the social anxiety, you must address it. First of all, to self-treat the social anxiety. If you are in the initial state, what you have to do, you just try to participate the meetings that you avoid. Again and again, you just try. You may be avoided by others, no harm. You voluntarily go and talk with others. You volunteer by knowing that I have the social anxiety, that's why I am avoided by others. By knowing this fact, you try to talk with others. You try to talk with others and deal with the meetings and gatherings and other social arrangements. Then gradually your unconscious mind will be programmed to this kind of lifestyle. So gradually your social anxiety may disappear a little bit. So you can adjust the life and you can live successfully afterwards. That is the primary method. Second method is, you must understand I have this condition. Actually, I have this condition. I am suffering with the initial state of social anxiety. Without accepting, you can't deal it. But if you have the extreme level, as we said before, that if you feel extremely nervous when you are being in front of the people, then it is called social anxiety disorder. Then you must sought the help of, you can't self-deal yourself. So you must get the help of a psychiatric. So the psychiatric may give you the proper treatment, counseling, or even the medicine through following these kind of methods, you can successfully deal your extreme social anxiety, and you can become the successful person in this society, and you can get the happiness, and you can start your new journey in this life. Through this video, we have given the very important psychological and motivational video. Please be join with us and subscribe this channel for more similar videos. Thank you very much.